matchup between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for... touchback. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's Patty. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this in. Enemy territory across the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Here's Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. He gets it to Sims, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Down they run with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Amendola catching it left side. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now with the play clock just about to expire, John Fox is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Petty now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit! No, check, Patriot, let's go! Blue, land it! Let's go, check, Patriot!
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Derek Carr, an early touchdown pass in that one. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Now the try here for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First carry for Brandon Oliver. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
First down carry now for Yeldon. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 19. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. They go in the screen. It's Yeldon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danny Trevathan. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that'll make it 13-7. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. A little juke. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play action, they'll throw. Shreds the tackle. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Quincy Enunwa with the intended receiver. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep is Keith Mumford. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Go,
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll start things on first with Tarik Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
On second down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Anunua's got it, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. To Yeldon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Again, it's Yeldon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. It's caught outright, Amendola. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Danny Amendola, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. To return, this is Eddie Jackson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, good hurdle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked.
Here we go. Blue line.
And now running right through it. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Second down following the run. Again, it's Howard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's Trubisky to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Give to Howard. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down, here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Coney Ely with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front, As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Trubisky to throw.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going to throw right side here, complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Red zone opportunity.
Detroit! Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Over! Hurry up, here we go!
On a handoff, this is Howard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go. 38.
Now it's Yeldon running right. And some room to work. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, now look at me. Back down in that penalty. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go again with Oliver. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56. Lucky 50. Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Paddock. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Quentin Demps. And they will score a pick-6 for Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. There's a give to Yeldon. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense. But a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Petty now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Cohen. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Time running out here on the play clock. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And the play clock's running down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Six yards to go here on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Here we go now.
He may try, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bears add on. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Green, 19. Detroit. Now, let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, that's Oliver. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, it's Amendola. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 6 on the play there. And the Jets are going to have a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Back to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Back there, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 8-yard line. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Now let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They come out here in the eye. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is down to 24. Whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. run it now out of the gun. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Oliver, an even 90 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. Down the numbers. There he goes. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
All right, here we go.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Busting free at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Keith Mumphrey with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Jets on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. Onto the field now come the Bears. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their...